Hey there, James Virtual here, and I have a question for you. I'm not trying to be manipulative or sort of coy about this, but would an extra $500 a month make a difference to your lifestyle? And we'll put it another way, would another 100 or so dollars a week make a difference? And I think the answer to that is yes. In fact, my research would suggest that that's sort of the number that becomes life altering for most people in North America. And the reason I'm asking is because it's actually not that difficult to create, and it boggles my mind why more people aren't doing it. You see, there's lots of ways of achieving it. You could do some quick Googling to sort of, in fact, that phrase, how to make an extra $500 a month, is actually a really popular search phrase. And if you look around on YouTube, you're going to find a load of videos. But respectfully, I think most of them take too long and require resources before you actually get going. For instance, one of the top pieces of advice is invest your money. Well, duh, like, of course, but what happens if you don't have money? What happens if all you have is a smartphone like this, and maybe an idea? Well, if you've been paying any attention to the work I do, one of the things you'll notice is that I like to teach and create courses. I like to write and do lots of different things, basically solve problems and get paid for it. And I'm here to tell you that creating an online course, a short online course, is one of the quickest and most effective ways of hitting that goal. Let me break this down for you. I'm just looking at the time. It's like we're about a minute and a half in. I'm going to try and get this in a couple of minutes or less, because I can do that, and I want to respect your time. But here goes. If you want to do, say, an extra $500 a month, let's just use that number because the math's easy, then you need to do about $17, $18 a day. That's assuming this is passive, and that's assuming that it's every day, day in and day out. And once you've invested the time to set this thing up, that's the sort of daily sales figure you've got to create. Now, one of the course platforms that has a marketplace, in other words, once you've pitched and published your course, you don't have to do anything else. One of the biggies out there is Udemy. Now, Udemy might be the sort of the Walmart of the online training community, in that most of what sells on there is cheaper courses. You can put your courses up and sell them for anything you like, but if you participate in their marketing, most of your sales will happen sort of between the $10 and $20 range. And when you split the fees, take out affiliates and all the rest of the stuff, I've looked repeatedly. On average, you're looking at maybe $3.50 to $4 a pop every sale. Well, that means that you need to make, say, 5 sales a day to make your target of $500 a month. Now, 5 sales a day automatically isn't terribly hard to do, and here's why. It's all about traffic, okay? So we'll sort of reverse engineer, break this down for you. 5 sales a day would be, say, a 5% conversion rate. So 100 people visit your web page, or in this case, the sales page on Udemy, and 5 people buy. Now, if you can get 100 people to go to that page every single day, you're going to hit your targets. Here's the fun part. Most of the sales pages on Udemy, if you do it properly, you'll get closer to a 10% conversion, which means you only need 50 people a day visiting your sales page to make those sales figures, which is pretty damn inspiring, if you ask me. Now, work this back to the math for the month. That means if you're looking at 100 people a day at a 5% conversion rate, or 50 people a day at a 10% conversion rate, you're looking at only needing 1,500 to 3,000 people a month seeing your offer to make that many sales, to make that $500 a month on autopilot, over and over and over. So it's really not that difficult. Of course, there's a bit more to how you create the course and all the rest of it, and I teach how to do that in my Coursepreneur program, but you can also learn with plenty of other resources online. The thing that makes my training a little different to some of the other ones is when you go online, most of their free training would have you believe that it takes months and months to actually create a course. Respectfully, that's bunk. If you follow my process, you'll be able to create your courses probably in somewhere between 10 and 40 hours. If you follow it to the letter and you do absolutely everything I say, you can do it in about 10. But if you're sort of, the initial time and the first time through, and maybe you're a little slower on the uptake because you want to read and try things, more like 40 hours. But, if you, once you've done this, once you've invested this is what you get. You get this passive income generating machine. Now, I like to think that you could do that with one course, and you can. But imagine that you did a couple of courses. You know, you could do more than $500 a month. Or imagine maybe you've chosen a topic that doesn't quite get that much traffic and doesn't quite get that much interest. Well, maybe you'll need 2 courses, or maybe you'll need 3. But anyway, my point is this. With those sorts of numbers, it's very achievable to create an online asset that, you know, do some infopreneuring, become an online course publisher, or sorry, publish an online course, and, you know, and start making some money. Anyway, yeah, I just want you to wrap your head around this, because remember that number's life altering according to most people in North America, and I just laid out in 5 minutes and 30 seconds how you can do it. In fact, it's how I've been doing it for, you know, well over a decade now, and I'd encourage you to do it. Wherever this video is posted, there's probably a neat way of getting hold of me. If you got any questions, by all means, drop me a line. I've got a ton of free training resources on this subject. You can get to them on my website at jamesbirchall.com, and you can actually go and check out all the free training on academy.jamesbirchall.com. Anyway, we've just passed 6 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks again for listening. My name's James Birchall, and I really hope you you take some of this stuff to heart and make this a reality for yourself, because $500 a month is not that hard to do. Stay frosty. Bye-bye now.